Hi everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge. Alright, hi everybody. So I am bringing you another book haul. This one isn't as large as the last one, but I have some very beautiful special editions, some lovely gifts, some, book club books to talk about. So I thought it was time to do it because I love when I can put them on my shelves, right? So as always, we're going to start with the books that were sent to me by publishers, some new releases, upcoming releases, some special things, some gifts from some friends, and some others. We're gonna get through that. So let's go. Where do I start, man? I have so many beautiful ones today. Y'all, it's an embarrassment of riches today. Okay, let's start with some sent by authors here. So I received this one from the author Darcy Phaeton. She sent me this. It's a paranormal BDSM romance. I believe there is vampires included, or shifters and vampires, yes. And Darcy asked if she could send me this one. She sent me a lovely hardcover, and I do also have an e-arc of this one, which, I mean, this book is out. You can read it now. And very shiny, very beautiful. I love BDSM, you know that, so I'm interested in it. It says on the back, I'll just read a tiny blurb of it. It says, she was ready to fight, she was ready to resist capture, but she was not ready for him, nor the collar he placed around her neck. So this is a 19-year-old shifter and a powerful vampire with an icy heart. So it says, on your knees, pet, it's time to play. So I hope I really like this one. I love paranormal and obviously I love BDSM, so we'll see how this one goes. Then I have already read and reviewed this one. This was also a BDSM novel and I really enjoyed this one. This was The Pleasure Protocol and it was sent to me from Darcy Romaine and Kat Alexander. This was delightful. I gave this 4.5 stars. This one also says, what do you say, pet, wanna play? You can tell there's a theme. This was fun. This was a billionaire and an escort, and they're discovering things together. Let me show you one of the things they sent with, which is so cute. So they sent me a collar, which is talked about in there a lot, which is quite spicy, I will say. I need to find a picture to be able to put this in, but there's a pretty collar. There also was this really lovely, so like Hades and Persephone is a bit of a theme in it, and there's this adorable little like pomegranate like trinket case. I love shit like this. So this was so cute. And then yeah, there's some goodies, some stickers and everything. So that was a very sweet box to get. So thank you so much to them. I genuinely love that book. I love when I'm able to get to the book in time and then be able to be hyped for it, because I had such a fun time. I actually have a YouTube short of me opening this one, so definitely check it out. I can't wait for them to write more. The author, she said they're working on some more stuff soon, so I can't wait. Then this was such a sweet surprise, although I really need to get around to a reread for this for sure, but I was reached out to by Avon to see if they could send me the new Netflix cover of Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. So it was very kind of them to do. I have had many of you ask me if I'm going to be watching the show. I'm planning to wait until the whole show is out because I don't want to only watch 4 episodes, and then I'm going to give it the good old college try. Okay, I definitely will. So they also sent these cute little flags with, so that was great. It also says I'm reading Bridgerton. And then there was this pretty little mirror sticker. Love it. It reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast for sure. And then there was a little quote that says, isn't it nice to discover that we're not exactly what we thought we were? So this was very, very sweet. And I know I haven't been the biggest stan for the show because I haven't liked what it's done. However, I still love that a book series like this has reached so many people because of it, and I will always stand by that. So even when this doesn't absolutely thrill me, I was very blessed to receive this. I felt very special to get it. It was a beautiful package, and I'm planning to reread this soon because I'm actually going to be annotating both The Duke and I and Romancing Mr. Bridgerton for one of my annotated book sales that I did. So it'll be the perfect time, and I'll have my cute little flags to do it with. So that was sweet. Then I just received, and I just filmed a Instagram reel for this, so you'll see it. I finally got my first box from the Nerd Fam. So the Nerd Fam is run by Rachel, what's her name? By Rachel Sky Whitehurst, who is actually like big on TikTok and all these things. And they put together these release packages for fantasy books. And there is this special edition of The Foolish Kingdoms that is getting released. And I signed up for it not thinking I would get it because they only sent out a couple of these. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I literally have been rejected for every box I've signed up for with them because they try to rotate through and not pick the same people every time. And so they only do so many of them. And I've been rejected for every one so far. So, you know, I'm not extra special or anything. They, in fact, like to do more stuff on TikTok than they do on Instagram. So I often don't get picked for them because I refuse to do TikTok. I didn't, not interested. So unless they care about my Instagram, it doesn't really work. But, so, the full disclosure, as I've said, this is from the Nerd Fam and the author, and this is a special edition copy that was sent out of Trick. Now, I had never read Trick. I didn't read the first edition of it, and I haven't read the second edition of it. I'm aware of some of the controversy of it, which is part of the reason why I hadn't tried. But when you see how beautiful this copy is, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a go, and we'll just see. Because I do know it was reworked, the proper trigger warnings were added, and I know that before it was kind of like YA, and now it's been made spicy. I've seen mixed reviews. There's people who say it was better before because there was more sexual tension and it was more angstier, and now it's not. I have no idea. I have no one's opinions but, you know, a few of my friends. But they sent me this beautiful box here, which includes this special edition, which I won't pretend that this didn't tickle my pickle and make me excited. That's what my friend Mary says, tickle my pickle. So it says here, it says, stay away from the court jester, especially if you're a good little princess. So there's our Trick, and there's the book. Get it very carefully. There is the like, there's some reviews in here and everything, which is cool. Tiffany Roberts, LJ Andrews. Wow, those are some good ones. So that's in the box. Then they sent this beautiful little thing with, which of course I already opened it for the video. And it has a little trope card with it, which is really cute. It has spicy romantasy, enemies to lovers, forbidden, forced proximity, and it has an HEA, it says. So there's that. I do know that I think it's an HA after the first 3 books in the series. So I do know that, if people will warn me. And then these are little pictures from the other ones. So there's Ruin. There's one from Ruin, and there's one from Burn here. So that's sexy right there. So that came with it. And then I'll show you the book here. So this is a special edition, and they said there's only 125 of these that have been made. So I can't remember if it was for, like, if she's doing a special book box or if they were for book signings. I think they were for book signings, which I won't be able to go to any of those this year, so I was very happy about it. So here's the cover. It has the silver foil, Trick on the side, the blurb on the back, and then underneath, y'all, I love that this is matte. It says, I wanted to shred her moans to pieces. Ooh. And then we have the gold foil underneath here. So there's Trick, Talia Jaster, and it says, you will be my ecstasy and my downfall. So it doesn't really have anything fancy inside. Oh, maybe it does. It does, look. Leave your chamber open tonight. And the chapter headings have that. So this was very beautiful. I definitely want to try this book now. Again, I know there is all the mixed things about it, but yeah, the trigger warnings have been updated for this one, as well as the sexy content and language have been added in too. So just know that. Foolish Kingdoms, The Dark Seasons World, Book 1. So I I'm so thankful for this. Thank you so much to NerdFam for sending this, and I can't wait to give it a try. I'm also getting a box from them for the newest LJ Andrews, so it was kind of funny. Like I said, I've been applying for their box for the past like 4 months, and I've gotten some e-arcs from them, but I never had yet received one of the boxes. And then I just got the one, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's for such a pretty book, so it's very exciting. All right. Then I have 2 other books that were sent to me from the authors anyway. So I am a part of Melanie Harlow's Club Harlow, which is her influencer list of people who, you know, we automatically get her arcs and we get early access to books and things like that. And she also does these special editions of some of her books that are only for us to win them. Like, we can't even necessarily like buy them. You have to win them. And so I was like, geez, well, I'm never going to get those because I'm horrible at winning things. And you know what? I spoke too soon because I won the special edition copy of Small Town Swoon, which is so pretty. So it's, you know, this is like the normal design of the item cover, but then the foiled edition is special, as well as it has a little step back in here. And it says, it's signed by her, and then it says that this is a Club Harlow book. So that was really sweet. And then it came with a little postcard and a thank you note for being a part of Club Harlow. So this was a very special win. But yeah, I want to give away, which was exciting for me, and especially for this beautiful copy. Now, I will also show, we'll get there, but I also still needed to buy the couple cover because, or the man cover, because these books are actually going to be done by a publisher, and so the man covers are no longer available anymore. You may still be able to get one on Amazon if they're not out of stock yet, but pretty much they're like all sold out now, which is a bummer. But there will be a small run for, what's the last one? A Slapshot Surprise. Will have a run of the man cover, but only on her website. So be prepared to pre-order it from there. But yeah, there we go. And then the last book that I was sent by an author was, this is the part where I say that I am a little spoiled sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. And I'm very thankful for it and very blessed because as I said, I can't go to any book signings this year. I just can't. It's not feasible, and it's not something that I'm attempting to do. So unless it is a gift from someone, then I won't be. Like, I think I've said this. I went to North Iowa Book Bash. That was actually sponsored by a patron who sent me there, which again, I'm absolutely blessed. So when there are special editions that are only at book signings, it makes me sad, but I'm like, it's okay. I don't have to have them. It's all right. But one of my friends is, of course, Sophie Lark, and she was kind enough to send me one of her copies of The Sinner's Duet that Bloom did just for a Polycon. I think this was, yeah, the Polycon exclusive. They had a few of their books were special editions that were only available there. And she was given a certain amount of copies, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. Are you going to have any in your shop? And she was like, babe, I'm not going to let you buy one. And so she sent it to me. So, okay, I know I'm spoiled sometimes, but this was really pretty, and I was really happy to get it. So this is different because it has the red spine, and the bind up of it has a quote on the back. And some of the art, I don't think anything's changed about the art in this from the other ones. But yeah, it's a Polycon exclusive from her. So thank you so much, my love. You are too good to me. I'm just so thankful. So this gets added to my Sophie Lark collection. All right, then I have a few books that were sent to me from you guys, from my friends, and those are always extra special to get as well. So let's start with a few that aren't special editions, but are just great. So this was sent to me from Nikki. It just says from Nikki, and it says, this is a recent read of mine. It's novella length, and it's a little lighter in tone than a lot of what you read, but still it's steamy, and I hope you love it. From Nikki. Nikki, that was so thoughtful. I do need a few lighter and fluffier things in my life, and it's a cowboy. Look at that handsome cowboy on there, and look at the little goat back there. This one is called The Trouble with Love by Callie Hart, and it's part of the Trouble with Cowboys. And I mean, it's adorable. So this one says, my love of animals started at a young age when I'd sneak away to the Stone Ranch and play animal doctor under the guidance of Dr. Paul Stone. He inspired me to become a veterinarian, which is why after being gone for years, I make a trip home for his surprise 80th birthday. And when my brother hands over a mischievous goat and asks me to deliver it to Paps my first day back, I do it happily, but Paps is overjoyed to see me. His grumpy military veteran turned cowboy grandson, not so much. In fact, he's downright annoyed that I'm bringing Paps yet another misfit for his collection. I should want nothing to do with my brother's best friend, Ryder Stone, but the too sexy for his own good cowboy has an unfairly fiery touch and an ability to melt my bones with a single heated touch. The harder I try to stay away, the more we're drawn together, so why fight the pull between us? Maybe a no-strings-attached fling will loosen him up and convince him to see the ranch the way I do. It's a great plan until feelings get involved. That sounds like the perfect summer novella for me. I need to add it on there, but thank you so much, Nikki. That was so thoughtful. I do always have my wish list down below, and there is an option to send me a book that isn't on the wish list. That's what people do sometimes. I have a couple of those on here where people want to send me their favorite book or they want to send me a book to review. I can't promise to get to it at a certain time, but it does always brighten my day. So that's always linked down below. Also sent from that is my lovely friend Solange, who she's a patron and a wonderful friend who, as we're watching this, she's in Mystic Falls for a Vampire Diaries weekend, and her pictures on Instagram have just been slaying me. Okay, she has a picture with Joseph Morgan and with Daniel Gillies, and I just can't handle it, y'all. I can't handle it, okay? Maybe there wasn't one with Daniel Gillies, I don't know, but she had pictures with some of them, and like, it was great. She sent me Meet Your Match by Candy Steiner, and I have another Candy Steiner that like I bought for myself because right now, and you can do this too, I'll put a link to them. She has all of her books are $12.99 right now so that people can buy them for her book signings because she's not doing pre-orders since she is very pregnant, very tired, and worn out right now. So she's not doing pre-orders for her books. So to help people out with that, she's made all of her books on Amazon, the physical books, on sale. And there's a few of hers I've been wanting to try. So I only bought myself one because, again, budget. But my friend sent me this one. And this is book 1 in the series, which I won't read the backs of all of these ones. I just wanted to read it for that one because I'd never heard of it before. But this one's going to be a rich, cocky playboy hockey romance. A Meet Your Match. And then, well, I'll just show, no, it's way at the bottom of my stack. We'll get to it. But I bought the one that is my best friend's favorite one. That we'll get to it. Then, just for a sweet surprise, my lovely big sis sent me one of my favorite books, as well as a treat, which I already ate the treat for sure. But she sent me the new cover of Twisted Pride, which was really sweet. I don't want all of the books in this cover, but I do want my favorite one. So I put a couple of those on my wish list just, you know, just in case, because again, I couldn't rationalize it. But if one of my friends sends it to me, I could be like, oh, yay. So this is my favorite Mafia book ever, and Crystal knows that. So she sent me this one, and I do actually like this. I do like this cover a lot. It has the feathers, which I like that they're like black swan feathers, but he calls Seraphina his angel. So there's that. That's beautiful. And then on the back, it's like a detailed feather. Look at that. So I still want to get Twisted Loyalties, Twisted Emotion, and Twisted Bonds. They're the only ones that I care about. But I love adding to at least this part of Cora Riley collection of mine. So thank you, big sis, so much. You made my day when I opened it. And the treats she sent me were those just the best part treats. Like they're the very tips of the ice cream cone that just have the filling in it. Oh, I ate those in like 2 days. So it was really sweet of her. Okay, then one of my lovely viewers, Danny, sent me Birdie's Biker, which I have had this. So I have a list of books, and you're going to see some more of them here, that are my unicorn special editions, right? Because as I said, I have canceled pretty much all of my book boxes. There's one that I signed up for just for 1 month to get a San Mariano, but otherwise I canceled all of my book box subscriptions because they're just so much money, and that's got to go towards other things. And there are a few that like I just add them to my wish list, and if I can find them, well, not a wish list that's official, like I have a list that are my like I said, unicorn books. And so if I see them on Mercari and they have been discounted enough, I'll try to get them. And Birdie's Biker is one I've been wanting. This is a series that doesn't get enough love, but I love it. And I loved this design with Birdie riding it. This is book 1 in the Royal Bastards. And so she was kind enough to send this all the way from the UK. So thanks, Danny. You're the best. And yeah, it's so pretty. So it has a gold foiling here, and then it has some on the back. And then it has like the open cage inside. So yeah, I love this. It's so pretty. And then my lovely, lovely friend Daniela. There are some other books that are on my unicorn list. And a big part of my unicorn list is Pam Godwin's, okay? So Pam's books get tapped to be in special editions all the time because her books are dark and a lot of them are standalone, so they're easy to put in a book box. And there was one of the book boxes, Dark and Disturbed, was doing a scratch and dent sale where you could get a big box and you could request which books you wanted. That's all that you could do. You couldn't, and they would put it in your box if they had enough of them. And so as a gift, Daniela bought a box for me, and she put some Pam Godwin's and some other ones on the list, and we were going to see what we get. So she put it on the list. And now in actually my vlog that I did for Patreon, I did a blind opening of these, and it was the books that I wanted. So the first book I pulled out, which I know nothing about, I'll maybe give this book a try, I don't know, it was called Deadly Encounter by K.A. Knight and Ivy Fox. And this one, I don't even see what the damage of this one is. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but they maybe just had extras of this one. So this one was in there, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. But then I got my hands on this and I knew that it was right. So I got the Blood of Eve trilogy. So this was what I really wanted, because I was seeing this on Mercari and like the price for it just hadn't gone down at all. It was still costing a lot. And luckily with this, like books 2 and 3 have super slight dents on them. But when you have a trilogy, not all of the books have to be dented for you to not be able to sell it. You can't sell one. So like book 1 in this is literally perfect. Like there's not a thing wrong with it. So there's Dead of Eve. And then book 2, there's like just a tiny nick up here. This is Blood of Eve. And then there's Dawn of Eve right here. And this one also has a little bit of that. So thank you so much, Daniela, for getting this, and then the fact that it was the books I wanted so bad. I'm one step closer to all the Pam Godwins, but then they create more. She has one that's going to be an event exclusive, and I'm like, no, why? But there was some goodies in the box too. So I got there's a water bottle for this, and there were some stickers, and there was a t-shirt, which I actually have in my laundry pile because I'm going to wash it before I wear it. So that all came from there, which was amazing. Okay, then I have one other set of special editions, and this was one that I bought, and then we'll go through the new releases or other books that I bought that I have left. Oh, I need a drink of coffee. So, as I said, I have canceled all of my book box subscriptions, but Mystic Box is like 6 months behind on theirs, and there was still the November, December, and January, February books that I hadn't gotten yet. I had canceled mine way when, but I hadn't received the Adelaide Forest or the Pepper Winters books. And so I finally got the Adelaide Forest. So if you haven't seen these yet or don't want to see them, then skip ahead. But it is the Beauty and Lies series, which is what I figured it was going to be. It said that there was going to be 2 books in a series. And I was like, well, the only one I can think of is if they did this and they put 2 books in each book. So it's basically a like bind up of the whole thing. So there's part 1, and this one has very beautiful print of them. And look at the end pages of this chest here. Like, that is gorgeous. And then it has the king is on this one. Very beautiful. Let me see what the... Okay, it just has this. So yeah, this one has books 1 and 2. I don't even remember what they're called, but yeah. So there's book 1. And then this one has the Queen on it. And this is books 3 and 4. And this picture is this one. So I actually thought it was very interesting. Her letter is really interesting. I like where her inspiration for these books come. Now, it is pretty well known by my viewers anyway, who've been here for a long time, that this is the Adelaide Forest series that I DNF'd. But, you know, I love how these ones look so much. And it's not to say I won't ever end up passing these along or reselling these ones, but honestly, I waited for them for so long, and they are really beautiful. So maybe this is a series I need to give a second try to. I don't know. I really didn't love the branding that happens in these, but I also didn't finish out the series. Like, that's kind of the thing with a psycho hero like this. You know, I think of Julian in the Twist Me series or some of those, is that you are supposed to hate them for a good portion of it. And I wonder if it ever would pull together if I finished it. So I don't know. Let me know if you think I should finish it, but I don't know. I really hated him. It's funny because he shows up in other books in her world and I like him, but I also still want Adelaide Force to just fucking finish her 2 series she had started. But anyway, so those are the special editions that I bought and I've been waiting for, but I paid for these like ages ago. Okay, now let's go through some new releases and other books that I bought myself here. Okay, so as I mentioned, I bought myself one of the Candy Steiners, and I bought Learn Your Lesson, which is the single dad nanny romance age gap. This is one that my best friend Shauna is agog with. Like, she just loved it. As well as I've liked all the reviews I've seen for this one. So this one is book 3 in the same series that this one is in. So again, these books are on sale right now, and so I bought myself this one for only $12. So can't wait to try this one. It's a thick one too. I'll probably get the audiobooks to read these as well. And then as I said, also I got myself the man cover of Small Town Swoon. I almost wasn't going to get this one because I don't love this one. I just feel like they didn't blend it to the background as well as some of the others. I don't know. It just doesn't. I actually really love the special edition cover of this one, but I have the man covers of all of the other ones, you know, so I have to have this one as well. Like, I just do. So now I have it before it was sold out, so I have that. Then I did get myself the Off to the Races. I wasn't sure that I was going to get these ones, but I happen to have like a coupon there, and I want to get the ones that have the designs on the spine. So I was like, instead of waiting and then missing out, I just went ahead and grabbed it. And I like that this design will kind of match with the Rose Hill ones that are being put out and everything. So I did grab Off to the Races. And then I was still missing the Legacy with the blue pages. I've collected all the other ones, so I snagged this one as well. Then for new releases here, I finally got Homestead by Claire Kent. This, of course, is book 7 in the Kindle series and the newest release. Loved it. I love her books. No surprise. I have Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver that I've already read and reviewed this one. I didn't love it as much as I loved the first one, but it was still good. It was still good. I still love the crazy world she has. Then I have Honeycut. This one I just reviewed in my weekly review from this past week. This one comes out on the 16th, but Barnes & Noble sent it out early, so I was able to get a copy of it. And then I got my copy of Tempted by His Kiss by Tracy Ann Warren. This is going to be one of the Rake Appreciation Society's summer session novels. We'll be reading both this one and a Courtney Milan. I haven't gotten my Courtney Milan in yet because I actually have the ebook of that one. So I'm going to hold off buying a physical copy. But we actually got a step back on this one. And yeah, we will be doing that. Definitely follow us on Instagram or follow my community page for more info about that. We'll be reading those 2 books, and then in August we'll have live shows to chat about them. So it'll be great. And then I thought I would just share these. They're literally like not a big deal at all. But Barnes & Noble was having a sale on Memorial Day, and they had these items, buy one, get one for $1. And I thought I'd show you what they are, because I think you'll understand why I had to buy them. Let me take off the weird stuff here. But I wish that they'd had some books that I actually wanted, but they had notebooks, and I love collecting notebooks, so it wasn't too much of a hardship. But yeah, they had them buy one, get one for $1. And they had Gryffindor and Slytherin notebooks. They had all the houses, of course, but I didn't want to buy all 4, so of course I got my favorites. I got Gryffindor. It's hard to see with my camera here, but it has like Gryffindor shiny, and then it has the crest on the back that says bravery, determination, and courage. And then the inside just has like the symbols in the corner. And then the Slytherin, my camera won't like it. Then this one says ambition, pride, and cunning. So yeah, I got both of these books for only $11. So that was cool. I got those. So, okay, anyway, that's going to be the haul for today. Let me know any of these that you've read or you're excited for. Thank you to my friends for sending me it. If you'd like to send me a book to review, or you just want to make me smile, I have a link to my Goodreads list, or not Goodreads. I have my Goodreads listed down below, but my Amazon wish list is down there too. So thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.